Men over 50 are not as invisible as they assume. The problem isn't a lack of interest, it's failing to recognize how it's expressed. Most men wait for a clear, direct signal, not realizing that for many women, being that obvious feels far too exposed. There is a significant psychological barrier at play. A woman who feels drawn to an older man often worries that showing her attraction too clearly will make her appear needy. To protect her own dignity, she shifts her approach from direct statements to subtle exploration. Men tend to operate in a literal world, listening for facts and explicit green lights. While they wait for a woman to say exactly what she wants, they miss the actual tests happening right in front of them. They are looking for a map while she is offering a compass. This literal mindset results in a series of missed opportunities. A man might think he's simply having a pleasant conversation, while the woman across from him is evaluating whether he has the awareness to notice her subtler cues. This is where the concept of the encrypted invitation comes in. Mature women often hide their romantic curiosity inside questions that sound like casual conversation. It's a way to gauge a man's reaction without the risk of a flat rejection. These moments are usually brief. If a man misses the intent behind the question, the woman assumes he is either unavailable or simply unaware. Because the invitation was subtle, she can retreat without losing face, and the door usually stays closed. Success in these interactions depends on a man's ability to see past the literal meaning of two specific, recurring questions. You can feel the moment the tone of a conversation changes. The eye contact holds a second longer, fading into a more intentional curiosity. This is when she presents the first checkpoint. She asks, "Do you spend a lot of time alone?" Most men see this as a request for data. They start talking about their hobbies, their work schedule, or how many nights a week they go to the gym. They provide a literal answer to a question that isn't actually about their calendar. If your life is a floor plan, these rigid blocks represent locked routines. She isn't asking your schedule, she wants emotional space. When the blocks slide apart, she senses an opening. She's checking if she can move closer without being pushed back. The way to pass this test is to show you are grounded but receptive. You want to communicate that while you value your independence, you have a clear opening for the right kind of company. When you answer with that balance, her hesitation begins to subside. By demonstrating that you have the capacity for connection, you clear the way for her to ask a much more revealing question. The second question is more pointed. What are you looking for these days? This is a vulnerable moment for her. She only asks this when she has moved past casual interest and is weighing you as a potential romantic partner. It is her way of seeing if your path aligns with hers. The danger here is giving a passive response. Many men say they are taking it day by day, or just looking for peace. They think they sound easygoing, but to a woman, this sounds like a lack of intention. This kind of drifting makes it difficult for a woman to invest. She is looking for stability and purpose, and she won't open herself up to a man who seems to be floating through his life without an anchor. She is looking for a transition from an erratic, looping path into straight, forward motion. When you provide a clear answer about your direction, it creates a sense of parallel alignment. This allows her to see exactly where she might fit into that journey. When you speak with that kind of clarity, her focus shifts. She stops evaluating your potential and starts feeling a genuine draw toward the life you are building. Navigating these interactions isn't about having a rehearsed script or listing your accomplishments. It's about a more fundamental quality. The most attractive quality a mature man can possess is emotional awareness, the ability to stay anchored in the moment and recognize the subtext of the conversation. Feminine interest often follows a specific progression. Your clarity about who you are and what you want creates a sense of safety for her. It's only once she feels that stability that her own desire can fully emerge. By maintaining this presence, you change the dynamic of the room. You aren't just reacting to her, you are providing a steady reality that she can lean into. Ultimately, a woman isn't just listening to your words, she is feeling for the strength of your presence and seeing if you are a man who actually notices the world around him. The man who remains literal stays on the surface, often wondering why a woman who seemed interested suddenly went cold. The man who listens for the underlying meaning sees the connection for what it really is.
This is how most connections are lost. When a woman offers an invitation through these questions and it goes unacknowledged, she rarely tries again. She simply concludes that the alignment isn't there and moves on. To change this, you have to stop listening to the literal definitions of the words and start listening for the intent. Look for the energy she is checking for and the presence she is trying to find. Recognizing the patterns behind these two questions allows you to see the moment an invitation is extended. It changes the way you listen, and more importantly, it changes how a woman sees you.